Tell us if you guys are receiving us loud and clear. So privileged to be back with everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tell us if you're hearing us loud and clear. Good for you, how you doing? Good to have you. Here are our friends. Good to have you. Fantastic to with us. Of course, you guys know there's no better bunch of people we'd rather spend our time with than you wonderful, lovely, good-natured, peace-loving, uncontroversial people. Welcome to our international podcast. We loaded up. Who gets loose? Your Alexis Charmley Richmond, I see you there. Andrew, Kelly, I see you as well. I see Adam Henry. My nephew, Adam Henry. And I, Uncle Sharon. My nephew, Adam Henry. Let's go. We have a place now. To have you aboard. It's power. We're back. That's the challenges this morning. The challenges. You know the fights. You don't know how to state. Don't pretend you all know them. Can you guys hear us loud and clear? You all hearing us loud and clear? Marlon, sorry I missed your call. I'm going to talk to you later on. Apologies there. I was in a tight spot, Marlon. Apologies there. Barbara, good to have you. It's Isaac Finley. Listening to us in Orlando. I see Alana Tang is here. Alana, how are you doing? And thanks. We're warm. Up. Aaron, Captain. Bernard Petson. Actor Barrow. Glenn Reynolds. Wilton Blue. I see you, Wilton. I see you. This power. Good to have each and every one of you back here with us, guys. Here we go. We're talking with Ali, Suge, and the story. Your boy dress up, man. You dress up. Have a music play with them, though. You dress up. Oh, you folks think, how was the weekend? I had to try the rest of the weekend. Thanks for asking. Try the rest of the weekend. How about you, Sharon Jacob? How about you, Sharon Jacob? Because your weekend was great as well. So good to have each and every one of you here, folks. We're so grateful for your company. So grateful for your company. Could not ask for more, folks. Could not ask for more. So good to have each and every one of you here with us, folks. So good to have each and every one of you. How y'all doing now, man? Somebody talk back to me now. I'm talking to myself here. Folks, share the live. Smash that emoji button and prepare to partner with us. Today we're talking about Ali, Suge, and the Saudis. Are you like you're a little excited? Like you're a little excited? We can deal with it just now, though. We can deal with it in a second. Hold on. Like you're a little excited. Dennis Booker and the Gordon, like your boy a little excited. He run out this weekend. He splash out. You know them fish? That's what they do. They splash out. Roll out. Rock can come in, good people. We trust that you guys are great. And we are so happy to have so many of you on with us. You guys know you make the podcast what it is. It's not about me. Y'all know all I'm gone through. This whole body of pretty much these days. It's about you folks. And we trust that you guys are great. I can see one of the tech guys here hammering out some of the issues we have. He has a lean and hungry look. Folks, what are you guys having for lunch as we run that? What are you guys having for lunch? I'm having some Chinese food. Y'all try with it right up. They got this place in the city that's make this Chinese food really like the rice fluffy. And you little Chinese food, your cough gone, you know. Your cold gone. Everything. Your heartbreak finish. good, decent Chinese food. You don't pay us anything for the advertising, so I ain't calling names. You think it's just you come and get some free advertising? Margaret Nelson, good to see you. How you doing? Carlotta Reynolds, I Candy Lisa. I Candy, this name is very subjective. I want you to know that. A very, very subjective name. Savitri Zal, how do you do? Good to see you, Savitri. Anne-Marie Selby, Anna Gordon. Anna, how you doing, huh? Anna, how you doing? Pansy Field, Irma, hold up. Listen to me. Folks, listen to me. The PPP doing the most. I want you all to know that them boys doing the most. They're doing the most. That's why I want you all to know. They're doing the most, good people. Trying with them, though. We're trying with them. Folks, we got so much we want to talk to you about. Right? So much. So many things to say right now. So many things to say, my good people. We trust that you guys are great. Right? And we ain't talk about Jaheim Peters yet. And how they torture him done by vigilance. We ain't talk about Jaheim Peters yet. I ain't want to pretend that didn't happen over the weekend. I ain't want to pretend it didn't happen over the weekend. And then we had the second installment of Sugate. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Mouth open, story jump out. I see the Chinese embassy run out with a statement. I see a Chinese contractor run out with a statement too. Was a big weekend. The people not able. Why y'all don't just pack your bags and go? PPP. The corruptionism. Just pack your bags and go. 2 short years, and look what the man that is so smart, look what he has brought them to. He is corrupt to the core. Right? So we expect the fruits to fall. You fall far from the tree? No. Folks, I want to fight somebody today. I beg y'all, stop away. Hold my shot, Carol Jacobs. Savage Rizal, hold my shot, the man. I want to fight somebody today. Ron Dispenser, hold my shot, the man. Alana Chang, you my friend, hold my shot. Hold my shot. Peggy Russell, Elias, you better hold me back. You better hold me back. You're not ignorant. You're not ignorant. You better hold me back. Glenford Gardner, use my friend, hold me back. I want to fight somebody. I ain't want to talk about Jaheim Peters and all the torture by vigilance. But this country coming to? We say democracy? No. The dictatorship here. Right? We forget Jamal Khashoggi, that journalist who was tortured. That's all the torture. Jaheim Peters, what a weekend. Then by say we come back. Right? I won't pretend it didn't happen. It's so much happened over the weekend. Where do we start? Hold me back, man. Richard Clark, hold me back. Right? And are we going to go to Madhya today or not? We going to Madhya today or not? We going to Madhya today or not? Is who playing Follow the Sky with a 400 million in cocaine? Is who playing like Candy? Somebody hold me back. I want to fight somebody to stop. Hold me back. I Candy. All right. Allow me to say it very clear. It's just so much happened over the weekend. I done my bed watching some of y'all sideways. Everything going away. I want y'all to know that. And definitely been going to the PPP. The leader of the alliance with Shane says, we'll tie and bundle with the PPP. I can tell y'all, me personally, I ain't tying bundle with the PPP. And as long as I'm in the AFC, we're not tying bundle with the PPP. I don't care why I'll block the offering. Right? I don't care what offering. We don't want pack your bags and go. People be coming back into power, you know. 2024, you better mark your calendars. Boots on the ground, good people. Boots on the ground. I see hundreds of y'all here, but the shares looking 10. That's why y'all got me out here looking 10. And I know things hard. I know my collarbone and my jawbone showing. Right? But at least we could pretend. Make the shares look nice, man. Huh? Make the shares look nice, man. Make the emojis look thick, man. Look. There's who plane fall out of the sky. I hear a lot of names calling with this plane. 400 million in cocaine. We got time to talk about that today? Vanessa De Silva? Vanessa, we got time to talk about that? What about you, Hazelin King? Do we have enough time? And I watch this little Chinese food here too. I want to get cold. Where's the man where you need her? Where's some backup? Where Christopher Jones where you need him? Where's some backup there? Where'd you reach it there? Where you need some backup? Where it there? Where Ganesh? Shucks. I want tag team some of these issues. 400 and coke follow the sky. Hope them might come back. Who vex? That's what said to come back. Wicked, sick, and dirty. Why don't we start there? Why don't we start there? If the music too loud, tell me I turn it down. Why I hear me crystal clear? I'm fed up with them. Folks, in the whole 5 years of the coalition, how much coke can pass? How much coke? Huh? It's where the coke factory then is country. Where the cocaine factory? In 5 years of the David Granger-led administration, His Excellency, who vex? Put a pipe and smoke it, I said. His Excellency David Granger, in 5 years, we didn't have this filth and this nonsense. God knows, I want to fight somebody today. I want one of them jagabat and trench crappers stick out the chin. Knock you out today. Knock you out today. We're coming down to the Saudis. We're coming down. Hold on. We're coming down. Hold on. Like in Earl, I said, hold me back. Hold me back. Anna Gordon, you better hold me back. Now, soon as them buy land, right? Soon as them buy land. You know it's a national airline. This country's Cocaine Airways. It's the land that's mad over the weekend. 400 million in cocaine. Cocaine Airways, that's national flag carrier. That is the national flag carrier. It's Cocaine Airways. Cocaine Airways. Right? Hold on, man. Right. Take off my shot. Hold on, man. Hold on. Could you good folks imagine? In September, right? 2021. That is when the Cocaine Airways touched down. That's when they get them license. Marilyn Thomas, Peter Sills, they get them license. September 15, 2020. September 15, them guys just come in, the August before. Right? Just come in. 2 planes were found. 2 planes were found with cocaine. This was at Isano, Region 7, Kuyuni, Mazzaroni. 2 planes. Lucky to only find one yesterday. Y'all writing? 73. You got your pencil and your paper out? I'm teaching today. I'm teaching and teaching. Hold the back. That's what I'm telling y'all. 2 planes, September 15, 2020. Found with cocaine. Oh, y'all think it's only this one? You think it's the first one? Or some of y'all now tuning in? Soon them boys come back, cocaine come back. That's the kind of country we living in. Rachel Glasgow. Cocaine Airways. Took off September 15, 2020. 2 planes found at Isano, Region 7 with cocaine. November 5th, 2020. Belgian police seized 11.5 tons of cocaine. You know how much money is that? 11.5 tons of cocaine. Folks, in pounds. Let me give you them pounds. In case you don't understand what 11.5 11.5 tons of cocaine. Right? Nathan Lewis, you know we match little bad, so I'll break it down for you. Right? Alkaline Caesar, you better hold me back today. Deshaun Alexander, you better hold me back today. 11.5 tons of cocaine is 23,000 pounds of cocaine. Don't pretend you just hear I said 23,000 tons. Under the PPP. That's what the Belgian authorities seized from Guyana, a shipment from Guyana. 11.5 tons, 23,000 pounds. It's very cocaine factory there, man. Mr. Mercy, it's very cocaine factory there. That's why I want to know. Where the cocaine factory there? Where we be? Where we at? Lord have mercy. Lord have his mercies. Lord have his mercies. Lord have his mercies. 11.5 tons, 23,000 pounds, Belgium. Oh, y'all think it's stopped there? Like we talk about cocaine, this whole country, this whole program. By the time we done here, be high. February 15th, 2021. Right? This wasn't coke, this was dead people. The people said might have been related to cocaine shipment gone bad. Right? A boat with dead people was adrift 83 nautical miles off the Guyana shore, drifting 2.9 knots, moving in a westerly direction. You know who they sent? Bishop, after the boat. I think he went, you know, because since he know he wrongdoings, he frightened sea. Remember Jonah gets swallowed by a whale, because of his misdeeds, he frightened water. That's why he catfish don't get along. He frightened water. According to the water in the ground, that he never meet out there. Till there, like now, they find a boat with dead people, no engine, and drifting at 2.9 knots, moving in a westerly direction. We're still looking for the boat. We're still looking for the boat. It's a cowboy country. There is cocaine airways. People say, don't tell nobody. People say, there was a cocaine shipment gone bad. I said, don't tell nobody. May 21, 2021. A foreign aircraft crash landed at Oriala in Region 6, East Berbice Quarantine. Oriala, East Berbice Quarantine, Region 6. A foreign aircraft. It had 1,000 pounds of cocaine. It had 1,000 pounds of cocaine. It had 1,000 pounds of cocaine. You see, Elizabeth Narayan maths better than me. He said 11.5 tons of cocaine is spending 4,640 pounds. You see that, right, students? Go to the front of the class now, Liz. Let's go to the front of the class. Go to the front of the class. 24,000 plus tons. You see? You see, I was wrong then down. Like we got to the CCJ now. I was wrong then down. May 21. The plane crash landed at Oriala, 1,000 pounds. Since them boys come back, cocaine come back. That is the point I'm making. June 15, 2021. A month later, a burnt illegal plane was found on the trail of Basuruni in Kokwani. Basuruni area in Kokwani. And this aircraft was also believed to be trafficking in illegal narcotics, cocaine. Them boys want sugar down. Basuruni in Kokwani, burnt out aircraft. Folks, the burnt out aircraft belonged to Guyana Cocaine Airways. Or rightfully now, I see the rename it is PPP Cocaine Airways. That's what it belongs to. PPP Cocaine Airways. Burnt out, June 15, burnt out aircraft. Right? You think it finished that? Savage, you know about cocaine shipment in this country. If you think it was finished there, and suddenly we arrive at this weekend, you think it finished there? Oh, don't cut it if you can't fetch it. Don't cut it if you can't fetch it. And I ain't talking about critics things. Don't cut it if you can't fetch it. You think it's finished there, Colin Barnwell? I tell you all, we do our homework and we thank you for the small mercies that you all bless us with, that you all support the program with, that help us to retain a couple of researchers. We do we homework. We don't go to school and make plane at the back of the class and hope to pass exam. We do we homework. Ingrid Carter, Carol Jacobs, Claudine Bobby Lewis. I want y'all know that. August 14th. Y'all making notes? I check y'all book when we finish, you know. You're making your notes? I'm going to quiz y'all about these things. Don't come around me funny. Everybody getting lashes. August 14th, 2021. Caribbean Airlines plane was intercepted. A Caribbean Airlines plane that carried the nastiness to Caribbean Airlines. A Caribbean Airlines plane was intercepted in Miami from Guyana with cocaine. 3 grams. Right? And at least we're going to work out the maths now. They're telling us it's just over 6.5 pounds. 3 grams. And I ain't come to Sonia Prague nieces yet. I ain't come to Sonia nieces yet. Who got catch with cocaine at Charlie Jacket International the other day? I ain't come to there yet. This was August 14, 2021. Must have done like 3-4 trips already. Caribbean Airline plane, 6.5 pounds of cocaine. Yo, y'all think that was it? And we arrived yesterday. No. Shop yourself. Shop yourself with some coke. The PPP Cocaine Airlines was now getting started. It was now firing up the right side engine by the back door section. November 4th, 2021. 2 foreign men, a Colombian and a Venezuelan, they were held after their small plane made an emergency landing at Maria. Maria was in the fray. At Maria. You don't see no at the airport. Maria. All right. Emergency landing at Maria. And that plane was carrying cocaine. That plane, good people, was carrying cocaine. Claudia, you hear me? The plane was carrying cocaine. Claudia, Claudette Bobby Lewis, Sandrine Baird, is PPP Cocaine International. PPP Cocaine Airways International. Madia Bond. Right? And then they lift off from there. PPP Cocaine Airways International. They were heading to Belgium. The captain of the plane, PPP Cocaine International, Papa Jagabat, he estimated a flying time of 15 hours, 20 minutes at an altitude of 40,000 feet of flying. November 4th, 2021. Right? No, I'm at December 1. December 1, 2021. November 4th was the Colombian and the Venezuelan at Madia International. December 1, 2021. Law enforcement in the Netherlands intercepted more than 1,100 pounds of cocaine in a shipment of rum. Somebody carrying the rum and coke thing too far. You know, the guy is different. When the people say rum and coke, they don't mean literal coke. Them guys said, don't come around them funny. They were giving it the literal interpretation. 1,100 pounds of coke in rum. But they like the rum and coke different. They like sugar down differently. Right? 1,100 pounds of coke. Right? And I hear a word from the National Security Advisors yet. He still mum on the issue. That's December 1st. Rum and coke, Netherlands style. Rum and coke, 1,100 pounds. Right? 1,100 pounds. Folks, you think that was it? And I ain't even touched Sonia Paragnis. The one that got catched with cocaine by Cherry Jacqueline International. What's the young lady name again? My Lord. You see this place here? Huh? That was December 1, 2021. January 20th. Elizabeth birthday. That's her? Elizabeth right? January 20th. Apparently the ones that gave Elizabeth a surprise. Right? You know, once they're dealing in coke, guns is the next thing. Ariel Hector, you know, once they're dealing with guns, coke is the next thing. And once they're dealing with coke, guns is the next thing. Williams is her surname. Right? What's her first name? It's Seth. Let me see. Denise Williams, I ain't tell you, I know things. So the prognies, Denise Williams, the whole shit with cocaine just the other day. I ain't come today yet, hold on. January 20th, a Guyana flagged the ship. A ship flying the flag of Guyana was intercepted with 3 containers of arms and ammunition. Folks, this is not containers like a butter bowl. This is like a freight container. 3 freight containers with arms and ammunition. Arms and ammunition. 3 containers full was intercepted. Right? It was intercepted in Dakar, Senegal, with a street value of $5 million US, and it was bound for Guyana. 5 million US. 1 million, that is 2 to 1. 1 million US is 200 million Guyana dollars. How much is 5 million? It's not a billion, but maths might be up. Right? A million or so. Right? But 5 million. I don't know. Maybe small change to some people. Maybe little money for some people. Elizabeth, help out. No, remember you was the smart one in the class. Guyana flag. Right? Flying on the ship. 3 containers of arms and ammunition. Bound for Guyana. But I tell you, all of a sudden, Bishop, he disowned the company that flags the ships. You see, you never know about them. But perhaps then Jacob's right. Money got for Mac. Money got to Mac. January 24th. That's this year. January 24th, 2022. Well, if you're in guns, you're into cocaine, you might be into other illegal things. Right? Another Guyana flagship was spotted in the South China Sea, dealing in illegal crude oil from Iran. A lot of business doing, money got from Mac. Right? And if the PP Cocaine Airways International being wrong, it's a steady. Imagine, they're gone into guns now. They're gone into crude oil, illegal crude oil from Iran. You think it's easy here? Y'all think it's easy? Huh? You think it's easy? And then you got the little fish, them like Zenil Williams, who's still getting psychiatric evaluation or psychological evaluation. You take your pick. Caught with cocaine. Niece of sitting Minister of Government. Well, I understand. Right? Your family gets into problems, that's why you worry. But the facts are the facts. And now you got this plane intercepted in Madia, at Madia International. Just over the weekend, with cocaine at a street value of 400 million. Lord have mercy. $400 million. You know the Jacobite popular, right? People come here to make money. I gotta get this smile now. People come here to make money. Right? They come here to make money. And that's only the cocaine front. Could we move the torture front now? Is it possible? Right? But we move to the church in front. It's cocaine, torture, Saudis, Sugate. Why the weekend? Why the weekend, folks? You must be able to decipher sense of nonsense. Let us agree to that one thing. We want to be able to decipher sense from nonsense. And some of this stuff I hear out to the Ghana police force that coincidentally, accidentally is headed by Clifton Hickens is bare nonsense. It's not only bare nonsense, it has been elevated. It's total confunction nonsense. So let us start. Who's sharing the live? I see hundreds of you are here. Folks, don't have out here looking thin. Don't have us out here looking thin. Share the live, smash the emoji. God knows, I want to fight some of you. But I can fight if I have to. Right? I can fight if I have to. Right? I will fight you if I have to. I gonna fight if I have to. You know, sometimes you gotta fight your own brothers and sisters to bring them back on track, you know. Right? Sometimes you gotta fight them to bring them back on track. And if that is the case, that is the case. Right? And I want to felt a bell in some of y'all chest. God knows. But I'm going below the belt if I got to go with some of y'all. Right? You ever get a bell below the belt? One in your chest and one in your neck? I finish talking. I want you to hear some of the total confunction nonsense. Who's sharing the live, folks? Who can smash the emoji button? And who can be prepared to partner with us so we can continue going from strength to strength? I want you to hear some of the madness. I tell you all, it's elevated now. It's total confunction madness. It's not just nonsense. It's total confunction nonsense. Total confunction nonsense. The Ghana police force should fire all of them civilians who manage PR. Fire the private people handling PR. For y'all. We wasting taxpayers' money. Let me go back to the police handling PR for the police force. We're better off. Now y'all hear this nonsense. Hear this nonsense. Hear this nonsense. Hear this nonsense. Right? Total confunction nonsense. So this young man who was tortured over the weekend at the Vigilance Police Station. Lord of his mercies. Tortured over the weekend at the Vigilance Police Station. You hear me? Jaheim Peters. Hear the police telling us. Right? Oh. Vigilance Police should let the link show. And I'm speaking specifically to the policemen who are involved, those who are on the cruise, arrest side, arrest open, arrest front, arrest, whatever it is. This should be part of the link show. They them boys want to pull over we are. Who's sharing the live, man? Who's smashing the damn emoji button for us? They them boys want to tell us. You know? Because we barn big. We big. We stupid. Right? We big. I acknowledge it. We are looking good to Alison Fraser. Glenna Jones, big and we skin tight. Like turtle flesh. Jamal Aziz, we big, but we got sense. Leona Williams, we big, Lena. Lena, we big. Lynn Fernandez, Lena Williams, we big, but we got sense. Paula Sandra Forrester, we big, but we got sense. So listen to total confunction nonsense emanating from the halls of justice at Vigilance Police Station. Right? Every them boys want to pull over VI. Because you see me barn big. Every day want to pull over VI. Hope you make your notes. Because we got to report to this later. At about 10 hours this morning, 17-year-old Jaheim Peters, called Coolie Boy, a fisherman of Annandale, East Coast, Demerara, was in police custody for alleged robbery under arms. Robbery under arms. Peters, who was in custody and alone in the lockups. Yep. Peters was in custody and alone in the lockup. Screams were heard coming from the lockups. And when a rank made checks, he observed the jersey that Peters was wearing was on fire. Right? Like I seen this movie before. Like I seen this picture before, and I like it. I tell you, I ain't like it. Right? Right? Don't tell me. Hold on. Don't tell me yet. I like I seen this movie before. Hold on. Like I seen it before some way. Right? Like it bear an eerie similarity of this other movie we saw. Y'all remember it, man? The lighter, the wire, and the sponge. Am I right? Y'all saw the one? The lighter, the wire, and the sponge. Y'all remember that one? It bears an eerie similarity. But like I ain't like it. I didn't like the first one. And God knows, I ain't like this one either. The lighter, the wire, and the sponge. The police said they observed that the jersey of Peters, the jersey that he had on, mind you, was on fire. Right? So after they searched him, as I'm supposing his standard operating procedure, when he would have apprehended somebody for robbery under arms, least he be carrying arms into the jail. The one would be hoping, one would assume, one would presuppose that they would check Jaheim Peters. You know, like a usual prisoner, you know, the usual police thing. And that he would have nothing that is not acceptable within the confines of a jail cell. They didn't say he was alone in the lockups, which means nobody can pass their light on. Hopefully they check the cells as these people come and go. Hopefully, you know, they got something called standard operating procedure. SOPs. Y'all not asking the police to see the SOPs though. Let me y'all know y'all able. Y'all are not asking the police to see the SOPs. Some of y'all know y'all able. Well, I don't know. Like the t-shirt is so old and so dry, it self-combusts. Because as the report said, the police ranks observed. They're there in an observation capacity, not in a law enforcement capacity. The report said they observed, right? They observed that the jersey Peters was wearing was on fire. He wasn't on fire, it was the jersey. Be careful. They observed the t-shirt he was wearing was on fire. The t-shirt. Right? Now, Peters got a slightly different version of events. Peters has a slightly different version of events. Indulge me as I meander. There is method to my madness. Indulge me. Peters has a different version of events that I think is worth a listening ear. I think it's worth a listening ear. Let me see if I can bring in that audio for us. Let me see if I can take down one audio and bring in another. Different version of it.
You got to talk about something. You lock up now, you are not. You got to talk about something. You say you lock up, then you want to beat me, then you want to beat me. After.
Lift up your hand, let me see the bone. Wow!
After you were come inside.
Lift up them more.
After you were come inside. You lock up now, you are not. You got to talk about something. Let me tell you about those guns. I mean, this ask for after that. And the number tell you like that, like because you know the end up and come so bad, and never take having to us here around instead of that things that you want. Then I end up at the when the ambulance come tell another I about myself and then end up being give that I said it.
Oh, you set up?
Then I end up beat me to say that when the ambulance come.
All right, good.
Wow. Folks, I think I wanna run the back from the top. Did you have a chance to hear that? Did the audio come through to you guys? I would love for you to hear it again. Because Jaheim Peters has a different version of events. A different version of events. Right? And a CKN spectator says the fellow was a criminal. Right? It's the same thing they said about Quindon Bacchus, but like Quindon shoot himself in the back 5 times. Right, Gary spectators? The next thing you can tell me is Quindon Bacchus shoot himself in the back 5 times. Somebody hold me back for throw my bell in Gary spectator throat, the man. In the chest. Yeah. Kwame, I mean Gary spectator.
Wait.
And then he said the laptop that he want to beat me after
Lift up your hand, let me see the bone. Wow.
after Europe come inside.
Lift up them more.
After Europe come inside, the laptop now you are not even talk about some gun, and you telling me about those guns. I mean it's a struggle after that. And the number tell you like that, like because you know the end up and come so bad, and never take having to us here around instead of that things that you want. Then I end up at the when the ambulance come tell another I about myself and then end up being give that I said it.
Oh, you set up?
Then I end up beat me to say that when the ambulance come.
All right, good.
Yep. Can you imagine that? That is Jaheim Peters' version of events. Incidentally, in law in this country, one is presumed innocent until found guilty by a competent court. Incidentally, one is presumed to be innocent. Incidentally. I mean, those can be inconveniences too, court and trial and all that. Not sir. Can I spectator? Not sir. Huh? And so, police got one version of events. And Jaheim Peters got one version of events. And like Quindon Bacchus, who shot himself 5 times in the back, if some of you are to be believed, Jaheim Peters just lit himself on fire. Just lit himself on fire. Right? If some of y'all are to be believed. And subsequent to that, our attention was drawn to a statement put out by the acting commissioner of police. I don't know. But like Clifton Little Cross. Since Clifton stepped in there, oh father. Right? How much PR companies we gonna need for show up Clifton? How much PR companies we gonna need to show up Clifton? I mean we got Smith was? Nothing Smith. They fighting for he. They got stand them in there. What's the other one? The other fellow. You know, Ravatar, he in there fighting for he. So how much PR company are we gonna hire? Since Clifton gone in there's Bocatory faced with confusion powder on the rocks. Lord have mercy. I don't know. Clifton got a whole of Thanksgiving service. Something wrong here. Clifton got a whole of Thanksgiving service. The report says that Acting Commissioner of Police, Clifton Hickens, has issued a stern warning against any member of the Ghana Police Force who independently deviates from the force's standard operating procedures, the SOPs, and act outside the law. The top cop made it pellucid. I want folks, let me enunciate. Top cop. Cop, C-O-P. Why hear clearly? Why hear other things? Top cop made it pellucid that no member of the force will be shielded if found in breach of the police regulations. Only some, not all. Right? No member of the police force will be shielded if found in breach of police regulation. Who no. The statement goes on. If any rank is found to be in breach of the SOPs, well, police force get SOPs. This is how much we get SOPs. Then regulations will be enforced. And or if any rank acts independently outside of the law, then that rank will be dealt with condignly and face the full brunt of the law, Mr. Hickens declared. He further stated that unprofessionalism will not be condoned. I think we're a little too late for that. Unprofessionalism, I think you should add torture to that. Unprofessionalism, I added in, and torture will not be condoned. And no one will be allowed to tarnish the good image of the force. Well, this is it, Donna. No one will be allowed to tarnish the good image of the force. Folks, I dare say, you got a couple good ones. Couple good apples. Couple. And mark my words carefully, a couple. But the acting commissioner of police, Clifton Hickens, he says, no one will be allowed to tarnish the good image of the force. Well, I think you have pushed it out. Right? You got PR and then you got propaganda. Right? Yeah, treading the line. Very, very thin line there. You're treading it there. Folks, it's torture, it's cocaine, the Saudis, Irfan, Stugate. All you need now is a sex video. To complete a weekend like that. All you need now is a sex video. And it's full Hollywood. You combine all of this, is a bestseller. You got, New York Times, Hollywood. This would sell off in theaters. One weekend, you got torture. You got cocaine in planes dropping out the sky. You got Irfan, right? In 10 days of cloth. You got the Saudis. And you got Sugate. Folks, y'all see part 2 of the Sugate? Oh, father. Y'all see part 2 of Sugate? Right? I have not fathomed that the people are corrupt. Right? I was adding, my corruption level was like 1 and 1 is 2. Right? To add the people kind of corruption, you got bringing them supercomputers from IBM. That's the kind of corruption they got. You don't got the little calculator. The little calculator ain't got the processing power. I was like a little calculator up until the weekend. You gotta bring in the supercomputers from IBM to compute the corruptionism on the PPP. Right? I was a little calculator. Half 65 is 34. You go down the line, No, not them boys. You don't got the computing power. You got the square root of the hypotenuse, right? Of the right angle to the second power. You understand me? That kind of theorizing to get to where they are. Right? And then when you do on one side of the equation, you got to do on the next side. Balance back. You cross off here, you got to take off over so. Bring down, pull back up. Right? And if you multiply on this side, you got to, subtract on the other side. To compute, you got to bring in an IBM supercomputer. You understand me? There's so much corruptionism. Listen to me. Tablet News over the weekend, in its attempt to find vocabulary to describe them by corruption. It's like a boxing through the dictionary, none of the words are making sense. Right? None of the words are making sense. Right? You got cooperate, you got you find the words. You find the vocabulary to deal with the corruptionism that everybody's come with. Right? It's like they come back with taxation in corruptionism. Like if they come for proof of point. Y'all think we corrupt? I'm going to show y'all corruption. Huh? It's the kind of ignorance in corruption to come back with. Y'all say we corrupt? I'm going to show y'all corruption now. Right? Y'all can know when we show you our corruption now, we don't really corrupt. It's now we can show you corruption. Y'all like pass me. Y'all like pass me. I guess 11 tons of coke in Belgium. I guess 1,100 pounds of cocaine in the Netherlands. Y'all think y'all look corrupt? Eh? Y'all think we look corrupt? Watch this now. Take this 3 container loans of guns and ammunition. Y'all like pass me. Y'all flipping nice pass me. We can make y'all example. Y'all think we corrupt? We can show y'all corruption. There's all them bad men out there. They say, you think I'm ignorant? I can show you ignorant now. That's all them bad deals with corruption. You think I'm corrupt? Eh? I can show you corruption now. I can demand from you 200,000. Eh? I say, you knows me? I say, PS from the Ministry of Marine Affairs. You can go for pay me 200,000 a month for them contract. You think we corrupt? That's corruption now. Right? Right? You think we corrupt? Eh? I say, for the guy, I can show you corrupt. And every barrel of oil worth 100 US, 20 is me own. I'm being bust up 10 between me and the boys. I can show you corrupt. Y'all like pass me. Y'all like pass me. We can show y'all corrupt. Y'all might pass me. You think we corrupt? We can show y'all now. What's corrupt? Right? Yeah, you think we corrupt? I can show you. From this day forth, you got all the support. You will handle all the grievance. Y'all like pass me. Y'all think we the corrupt? I can show you what's corrupt now. I can make y'all example. The Chinese in this country get everything. Stu will handle all the agreements. He will have all the support. All. None of going to them black communities. I can make y'all example. Y'all think we the corrupt? Oh, Granger, you want to play Mr. Integrity and accuse me of corruption? I can show you. It was a perception, but I can show you now in reality. You understand me? I will handle things from the government side. So, you handle things from the other side, the private sector side. We can show them what's corrupt. Y'all like pass me. Folks, who's sharing the damn live? Who's smashing the emoji button? Tablet News and trying to compute. Remember that was not a supercomputer or so. Right? Tablet News super in the own way, but them is not a supercomputer. Like what IBM got. What's the name of the computer? IBM computer has a name. Right? I know people out there sharp. Elizabeth, where there? You just stepped in front of the class. What's the supercomputer at IBM? It has a name, man. This computer like the one that's coming Iron Man. It has a name, it's stock and so on. Right? It's better than Jarvis. You think Jarvis is smart? No. When you see the computer at IBM, you can realize Jarvis is a mango pelter. You ain't dealing with smartphone yet. Right? You think you have a smartphone when you got Jarvis from Iron Man, but you know you get the mango pelter. That's how the computer at IBM bright. Before you have lunch, computer don't know you having curry and roti. Right? Curry and roti. And they know in that curry and roti, got salmonella poison. That's the only thing smart. You need that kind of computer. The Starbucks News ain't got that kind of strength, processing power. Starbucks News hunting for words over the weekend in the editorial. Starbucks News says the kind of corruption that this second installment of Sugate, the Island for Sale, showed us is corruption on an industrial scale in Guyana. Folks, some of you got your little business. You got the industry. Right? Industrial means large, big business. Right? Some of the bank won't give me loan because we little business too small for track them. Right? Industrial business like 400 million in cocaine. That's industrial scale. Yeah, right? So Neil Williams' little £1, she's a small cocaine woman, a small businesswoman dealing in cocaine. She's a small business in cocaine. That little £1 and so on. 11.5 tons of cocaine is industrial shipment of cocaine. Right? Tabak News says is in over the, y'all don't read the editorial yesterday, man? I gotta read everything for everybody. They said it's industrial in scale. You understand me? And we ain't touched the Saudis yet. Oh, father. Irfan Trout yesterday, boy. Irfan Trout. Right? He's a boy with the things. He's a buy with these things. He knows first go to get it to bed sheet quick, and wrap his head. He know for wrap to bed sheet and tie his head quick. Y'all understand me? Quick. So before I head to the Saudis, I get a piece of editorial out of Starbucks News yesterday. Right? The header for the editorial, folks. Hold on, man. Hold on. The header for the editorial yesterday. Okay, the first time coming to the Saudis. If them can't catch themselves, it's bear blows. Bear blows against the ropes. We hoping Aubrey can get under a knockout punch. We hoping, the fingers crossed. We come with a knockout punch. They're against the ropes, folks. They're against the ropes. Here's Starbucks News and them boys yesterday. They can't catch themselves. I'll know, you know. I'll know. Right? I'll know. This moment for the PP is like the moment when Jack Joe said, Sue, who's Sue? Right? You know, he bigging up and he badding up. No, you can't come here and accuse me. Name names, and he clicking the finger 3 times. Name names, Isabel Young. Name names, don't rush up, Isabel, because you can get brushed up and a quote in a local artist. Charming black man, Isabel Young. Isabel, if you rush up, you can get brushed up. Name names. And Isabel pull out the ace out your backpack and say, hey. Right? And then Jack tried to move like Matrix, but he still get knocked. What are you to sue Jerang? Oh, sue? That's the moment they got right now. Folks, the header of Starbucks News editorial yesterday was shocking disclosures. It's the PP government they're talking about. It's the PPP government they're talking about. Shocking disclosures. Listen to me. GPL don't have the capacity to get this kind of shocking. They don't have the capacity that burn every engine in GPL to give it this kind of shocking disclosures. Here's a part of the editorial read. There were various encounters with Chinese businessmen in different locations with the reporters wearing body cams. But one of them, at a retreat which appeared as though it might be up the Demerara River, the timber exporter referred to above, advised them on how best to work the system, to smart the system. Here's what the timber exporter says. Everything is under the table. Y'all hear this? Hold on, man. Everything is under the table. Right? Everything. That's what the man said. Everything is under the table, he said. While another interjected, the whole country is like that. This whole country will on the table. A third one laughed and added, it would be more worrying if they weren't corrupt. My Lord, it would be more worrying if they weren't corrupt. Right? This is the party's put them on shame bench. Right? But Starbucks News wasn't having it. Starbucks News says, well, the whole country is not like that. Starbucks News came out to fight yesterday. I said, yeah, bar my gloves and take the bell. Starbucks News says, well, the whole country is not like that. The dime is past you, Marilyn Lorimer. That is past you, Gail Watson. That is past you, Loretta Argyle. Deborah Clark, they know you. They know what family you come from. How they know this whole country corrupt? Somebody hold my shot, please. Hold my shot. Hold back. The dime is past me. Kishan Sharma Ramjitan, that is past you. That is past you. Starbucks News say, well, the whole country not like that. Public News came out swinging, ready to throw the barbell in the chest. They said, Public News says there are thousands of Guyanese who struggle every goddamn day in this goddamn forsaken country. Look at all the goddamn. I just started living part of it. Who struggle every day to earn an honest dollar in order to feed themselves and the children. Huh? If they saw the documentary or read our report on it, they must be either disbelieving or feeling quite sick. And that's how I felt when I read it. As a Guyanese, you go out every day and earn an honest goddamn dollar in this country. I felt sick when I read it. Public News says, in a kind of amorphous sense, you could tell Public News is shot by us, this bookstore. We got a good dictionary. In a kind of amorphous sense, we got to elevate the language to 2022, you know. In a kind of amorphous sense, everyone knows about corruption. In a kind of amorphous sense, everyone knows about corruption, but nothing systemized on this scale. Nothing systemized on the scale revealed in that documentary. Thank you, PPP. We know how much y'all care. You know? Barbados can be a times 100 first of the century in the punch. Right? And then cocaine magazine. Look at we. Largest shipment in the history of cocaine shipment. That's what the guy we. Right? It would be very worrying if we weren't corrupt. The damn ice pass us. And y'all have put that in their power. PPP. Y'all have put that in their power because y'all are so damn corrupt, like cat chump your hand. Y'all have put it in their power. The North remembers, PPP. The North shall remember. And I'll be on that. I'm going to rock and come in now to the Saudi. Because Public News wasn't happening with them neither. And I'm using Public News because if I proffer my own opinion, you can say, well, it's them guys, it's the propaganda set. Company like propaganda. We all throw out people the rest of the lives, stop talking. But I'm using a middle of the road kind of establishment in Public News. God knows I cannot use Guyana Daily News. Because their journalism ain't getting better. These are the people who listened to that press conference that I was a part of. And they left that press conference saying that we hinted we want to go and join the PPP. Oh, thank God. You think after a weekend like this, PPP getting one more member? Cocaine weekend. Sugate weekend. Saudi weekend. They get the member? Folks, let me go over to the Saudis now. What them with them guys? I mean, they're failing on the cocaine front. We last hope was foreign policy. But oh, when they gave we thought, we knew they weren't serious. We knew they weren't serious. And I don't know, like they ain't comparing notes before these meetings. They ain't comparing notes during the meetings. And what's it after? Y'all tell me Irfan give me the whole Ministry of Finance now. Huh? Y'all tell me the whole Ministry of Finance. Like somewhere, amid putting on all the cloth and wrapping up himself. Like the heat get the head. Like the heat got the head now. Like the cloth got his capacity. Or like Irfan sugar down. Huh? I hear people saying whatever Irfan using for this weight loss, he got to tell somebody because it's the greatest phenomenon on earth. The man was about 400 pounds 3 months ago. Right? 1 month later, Irfan is like 120. Irfan is like 120. Right? Two things I know is make you lose weight so fast. Two things, right? One of them ain't cautious to mention here. We got to do another program called late night, midnight fight. To give you that one. But the first thing is woman problems, right? It can affect the opposite gender the opposite way. Man problems. You got some man problems, you will start shedding weight like nothing. You got some woman problems, right? You would think it's the PP economy knock you. You would think it's high cost living knock you. You know, right? Like, for instance, if you went in the Granger government, under the Granger government, and people see you just getting thin, you know the economy doing well, right? Inflation is 0.9. You got nothing to worry about. How you losing weight? Yes, sir. Is that in the truck? Or women problems? So Irfan lose about 350 pounds in the last month. But I want to come out of the topic, talking about the Saudis. Give me the whole ministry. We there. The guy from Saudi Arabia, he can talk to things, we understand that. You don't fly all them miles to stay quiet. He talk to things. He starts now demanding, oh, we hope you all know we come from far. Right? And we hope we get a desk at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs or something like that. But you know that's code language or what? Yeah, if I'm like he run out, he left the script. He said, yes, it is yours. Still not another word. The ministry is your own. Right? Like Irfan, the too tightly wrapped yesterday. Like the too tightly wrapped under the thing. I know them, I know there's got some things just wrapped to make you look thing, like you pull in. You still got your thing, you still got your fluff. But you got it on the wraps now. You got it on the wrap. You got your fluff. Like the wrap too tight yesterday. I don't know. He run out, he's attacked the ministry. He said, whatever you want, it's your alone. I said, shucks. Are you girl? It's got you got this. Like the wrap too tight yesterday. The wrap too tight. Look, Sabbath News wasn't happening. Sabbath News this morning dedicated the whole editorial yet again to the PPP and the madness. The whole editorial. The header for the editorial is Saudi investment delegation. Right? Saudi investment delegation. Here from the too tightly wrapped yesterday. And don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. Sabbath News in its editorial says Irfan's manner of dress is ill-advised. Let me give it from Irfan. Let me give it from Sabbath News point of view. Because if I say what I want to say about Irfan and how he dressed yesterday, right? My Muslim brothers and sisters will agree with me in this country. But I can left them to deal with him personally. I ain't getting their story. Right? The man who loves to tout how much he's a Muslim and so I can get into their story. Or Muslim brothers and sisters with him. Right? Take off a tight home bundle and untied. But Sabbath News says he was that mode of dress was ill-advised for Irfan Ali yesterday. It was ill-advised. That's what Starbucks News says. Right? They said they don't know what all this excitement is about. And it wasn't only Starbucks News. Read Vidyartha Kisun's letter in today's Starbucks News. It wasn't only the editorial. As a member of the public, Vidyartha said, what is all this excitement about? Irfan ready to give way foreign affairs, ready to give way finance, ready to give way area. What is the excitement about? Vidyartha Kisun. I'm certain his letter was carried in other, his letter to the editor was carried in other newspapers. Starbucks News said the mode of dress was ill-advised. It went on to state the kinds of things Irfan was saying yesterday, the kind of concessions Irfan was making on the spot yesterday to give away long one-sided kidney and a big toe to the Saudis, is things better handled through Go Invest. Or else you're wasting taxpayers' money funding Go Invest. If you could just go to one man and get what you want, what is the purpose of Go Invest? This is why we got the problem with Sue. That is what Tabuk News said yesterday. It is precisely why we got the problem with Sue, because we keep circumventing the institutions, the entities that should be dealing with these issues. And there Irfan was, too tightly wrapped. Too tightly wrapped. Making all kinds of concessions. Another thing Starbucks News took exception with, and Vidyarthi Kisoon. It seems like since you step off a plane, you could come in this country and get in land. And people they're here for years under the PPP and waiting for land. As soon as you step off a plane, you can get a 50 acres and a mule. Since you step off a plane, whether at Madia or at Cherry Jackal International or at Eugene Correa, you could get 50 acres, 150 acres, 5,000 acres. Once you understand Sue handles all the arrangements and got all the support. So they done said they won't give land to the Saudis. But listen to Starbucks News. Don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. As we wrap up, listen to Starbucks News. Starbucks News says country desk. Remember they promised the Saudis foreign affairs. Country desks are usually established at foreign ministries, Irfan, for the purpose of deeper study of relations with particular countries. I want to take down some of the audio so y'all hear me clearly. I didn't start out vexed, but I'm vexed now. I ain't start out vexed, but I'm vexed now. Country desks are usually established at foreign ministries for the purpose of deeper study of relations with particular countries. Right? What Mr. Al-Badar, hope I'm getting the pronunciation right, suggested, and of all places, at the Ministry of Finance, or even worse, the President's office, would seem to turn this tradition on its head. Have a news warming up. Brace yourself. Brace yourself. Any locating of a foreign desk, of a desk at the Ministry of Finance for Saudi Arabia is wholly unacceptable. It is wholly unacceptable and must not be permitted. Now, this is not up new AFC, you know. People know one thing but foreign affairs. They know one thing but economy. They know one thing but governance. They're not even qualified to manage a corner shop. Shabaknu said it is unacceptable and must not be permitted. Riyadh would undoubtedly be aware of how the interests of its investors can be managed here by the establishment of a consulate or an embassy or through a third country. The editorial goes on. There were various through a third country. Right? That's a part of the editorial reads. The editorial header is Saudi investment delegation. Folks, it's a nice to the PPP. If the PPP were to go to election right now, they won't even get one seat. They won't even get one seat. Right? Let me give you another paragraph as we wrap up. In a ceiling, the editorial says, in a ceiling to this impolitic request, it appears that President Ali has eliminated go invest from the calculus of his thinking. See, right? This is what happened when you go IFLAT. University, that is. For decades, investment agencies here have been ridden roughshod over by governments. The concept of a one-stop agency for investors, important as it is, has been honored in the breach. Discretion at various levels of the government in investment transactions has opened the door to corruption and triggered scandals like those enveloping Sue Giron. This is why a one-stop agency presiding over a standard regime for all investors has been the hallmark aspired for. It is yet to be delivered. That's part of the editorial. The rest is homework for y'all. Folks, what punishment God or the gods meant for us? When they give us the PPP, we do not know. But whatever our sins are, Father, I sorry, Father, I beg in forgiveness. Whatever our sins are, that you would put the PPP upon us, I beg forgiveness. We can't take more, Lord. We can't take more. The incompetence is so staggering. The corruptionism is of an industrial scale. Father, help we. Help me, Father. Help we. Help me, Father. Help me. The corruptionism is on an industrial scale. Father, help we. There's only so much we could take. There's only so much. Folks, as we program, that's the time. We're in big trouble. I want y'all to know that. We're in big trouble. Right? Big trouble. And who ain't gonna be dead when they're done with we? Gonna be badly wounded. We're in big trouble. Share the live, folks. Smash the emoji button and partner with us. Y'all know them boys coming for we, eh? We cannot do this without you. We cannot fight this war out here, this battle out here, without you guys. We need your help. We need your support. We need your partnership. We need it. Help us today as we continue to go from strength to strength. Y'all know we're available via Cash App. We're available via PayPal. We're available via Zelle and MMG, MoneyGram, Western Union. Pace and power, guys. See you guys this evening. Trust you guys are great. Hope you guys are well. 8 o'clock. We can talk half here. We left the other half at 8 o'clock. Hope you all are well, folks. Hope you've had a good weekend. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. You know, I want to say this, but I'd rather them boys in government right now than we. Yeah? And some of y'all think them is God's gift to this country, you know, but look at them. Look at them. Oh. Father, help me. We got nobody to turn to. We ain't got Sarah. We ain't got the Jane. We ain't got Mark. All we got is you, Abba Father. All we got is you. Help we. Help we. Whatever we do. That you cause this curse upon us. Oh, forgive we. We beg of you. We sorry. We sorry. Help we. That's our time, folks. That's our program. That's our program. Stay safe, folks. See you guys right back here at 8 this evening. We're in the ring. We're on the other side. Good to have had each and every one of you. Stay well, folks. Yep. That's our time. That's our program. Stay safe, folks. Stay safe.